I was reading something about the old Madonna song, Papa Don't Preach. It's kind of an ambiguous and kind of ironic song because Madonna has had abortions and she favors abortion being illegal, but it's been taken as an anti abortion song. And supposedly, according to the storyline or the narrative, it's about a teenage girl who is pregnant, and her father is supposedly urging her to get an abortion, and she's decided to keep the baby and is going to do the old-fashioned thing of marrying the impregnator and raising a little family. Of course, there's also more than one way to interpret some of these things. I'm keeping my baby. The preaching papa could be urging her to place the baby for adoption. And she could be saying that she's going to keep the baby. Okay, so keeping the baby could mean I'm not going to have an abortion, but it could also mean I'm not going to place the baby for adoption. And they said that there's an old story about a girl who was going to elope. So she goes down a ladder, and it turns out her father is holding the ladder because the elopement is basically the ticket to a traditional lifestyle of being a housewife and mother. And the father is holding the ladder. And it's kind of the same thing in that song, that the girl is on her way to a traditional lifestyle. Okay. And so there's kind of some ironies in that song, Papa Don't Preach. And also again, I really wasn't sure what the Papa was preaching against. Was he preaching against an abort? Was he trying to get her to abort the pregnancy? Or was he trying to get her to place for adoption? I'm keeping my baby could be interpreted either way. But anyway, it's an odd thing that, we have come to a situation where Papa Don't Preach means that the girl has chosen the old-fashioned way of the shotgun wedding. Or the shotgun wedding, and the father's not holding the shotgun. She's chosen that way. And so I was just going to share that as, some observations about that song and what it says about modern society. And of course, a lot of crisis pregnancy centers did play that song, Papa Don't Preach, with the assumption that the papa was urging an abortion. And Madonna's character was deciding against it.